All right, so it's going to be a nice, quiet, mild, and muggy start to our Friday morning. Hi, everybody. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher. Sure hope you've had a great week so far. As we wrap up this week, it's going to be, well, a rather stormy into the week and into the start of the weekend. So we start the Friday morning off with temperatures in the 60s and 70s, a little bit warmer, a little bit more muggy. But the story is that we do have an elevated risk for some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. The Storm Prediction Center has put us under a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe storms and a level 2 risk by the Weather Predictions Center for some elevated flooding and flash flooding concerns. So here's your Friday forecast. We start off nice, quiet, and dry. As we get into the late morning, early afternoon, here comes a complex of thunderstorms that's going to race its way on through. Damaging wind would be the main threat from this. Depending on the timing of these storms, really depends on how hot we actually get on Friday. If these storms approach and move through as early as being advertised, which is late morning, early afternoon, we're likely not to reach the upper 80s to low 90s. We'll pick up anywhere from 1/4 of an inch of rain to even over 1 1/4 inches of rain. So like I said, depending on the timing of the storms, depends on how hot we actually get. Right now, we're going upper 80s to low 90s. Heat index values pushing close to 100 degrees. But if those storms come through by 11 to noon, we're just not going to get our daytime heating. So we'll probably shave off about 5 to 8 degrees off the top of that. But if this does take shape, we'll have an elevated heat stress on into our Friday. Still with us again on Saturday, although storms are expected again on Saturday. And then the heat stress goes away on into our Sunday. So 90 possibly on Friday, 87 on Saturday, 86 degrees on Sunday, improving conditions by Sunday afternoon. That risk, if you have any travel plans for severe weather, continues Friday and Saturday across much of the region as we have complex of storms moving on through. A 1 and a 2 risk for some localized flooding and flash flooding. Level 2 risk right here in East Tennessee for Friday. Saturday, a level 1 risk for some localized flooding. All associated with this storm system to our north and northwest. And that storm system is going to slide its way on through and drag a cold front through. But in the upper parts of the atmosphere, we got some disturbances swinging on in. And that's what's going to pop off these showers and thunderstorms. So as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, on Friday, we're likely to, late morning, I should say, or early afternoon, we're going to see a line of showers and thunderstorms come on through. We'll quiet down Friday night, and then another line of showers and thunderstorms is expected to come through during the day on Saturday, and that's what's going to present us the issues with some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So something to kind of keep in mind. Saturday night and Sunday, the cold front comes through, at which point the dew points will gradually fall. But we're likely to pick up anywhere from 1/4 to upwards of 1.5 inches of rainfall around the area. May add a little bit more on Sunday morning. Then we dry out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday time frame. So no rain chances as we get started into early next week. Then as we round out the month, we may stay on the drier side, average to slightly drier side, which is not great news. We haven't had a whole lot of rainfall this month and doesn't look like we're going to end the month with a whole lot of rainfall. We'll be right around average when we're talking high temperatures because dew points will be a little bit more elevated Friday, Saturday, and then fade away Sunday, Monday into next week. We'll contend with a little bit of a heat index value, mid to upper 90s Friday, Saturday, and then those heat index values goes away as we wrap up the week. Let's talk tropics for a second. We've got Hurricane Ernesto continuing to work its way towards Bermuda and expected to work its way right over Bermuda by, say, Friday night, Saturday time frame as a possible Category 2 hurricane and then zipping its way on out of here. Temperature-wise, as we round out the month, we may have a little bit of below average weather before a little bit more heat starts to work its way back in. But generally speaking, we're looking at some pretty nice weather for the month of August. Stay in the note with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's your #1 stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. It's not just here local, but it travels wherever you go across the U.S. We sure hope you have a great night. Don't forget, Wake Up with Witcher starts at 7 o'clock in the morning for a live weather update. If you have time, come check in on all East Tennessee weather platforms. We'll see you then.